Get ready for a trip down memory lane. Hey guys, Elise from MsMojo here. Today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Cartoon Network shows that will make you nostalgic.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
For this list, we're taking a look at the cartoons from Cartoon Network that are most likely to evoke nostalgic feelings, either because they're remembered by fans or because they capture the feeling of childhood. Let's get to it.
Mr. Weasel?
I am Weasel.
Number 10, Camp Lazlo. Summer camp can be a weird and wacky time in real life, so a cartoon focused around it is even more so.
You can do it! You're doing great!
You're doing great, Santa! Almost to the top!
This 2000 series follows the lives of various animal campers at Camp Kidney, especially the title happy-go-lucky spider monkey Lazlo, whose rebellious streak against authority often leads to many of the misadventures in the series. Although Camp Lazlo features plenty of summer fun only possible in a cartoon, the warm colors and relatable characters are sure to bring to mind memories of your own summer vacations past. In fact, they were designed that way.
Okay, let it rip whenever you do. I guess I wasn't ready.
Number 9, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Who knew Death himself could be so much fun?
Well, we be playing my favorite game. The Limbo.
After the cynical Mandy and the idiotic Billy win a game of limbo against the Grim Reaper, the personification of death must become their best friend for eternity, leading to a host of supernatural escapades.
A deal is a deal. We keep Mr. Snuggles.
Yeah! And now you're our best friend forever!
Decidedly more grim than most cartoons, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy is nevertheless a very funny and entertaining show.
Oh, come on. I'm a walking skeleton. Isn't that scary?
Hey! Can I see your hockey stick?
With a timeless art style and characters who are lovable and occasionally terrifying, this is a show we look back fondly at, even from beyond the grave. Number 8, Total Drama. Who doesn't want to be famous? Total Drama is an anthology comedy show that parodies reality competitions, pitting groups of cartoon teens against one another in various themed challenges.
I'm your host, Chris McLean, dropping season 1 of the hottest new reality show on television.
While even more exaggerated than the reality shows it's based on, Total Drama still manages to engage our nostalgic memories by featuring a varied and often relatable cast of characters whose interpersonal friendships, relationships, and rivalries feel true to the teenage experience.
Sweet! Think I just scored a few extra bonus points.
And we're back to 0 on the relationship scale. Not that anyone's counting. I mean, besides Trent.
With each season bringing a new spin on the familiar formula, Total Drama changes and grows as much as any teen.
Chris's forehead has less lines than an extra on a movie set. Wait, this is bad. A younger-looking Chris means I might never get a shot as host.
Number 7, The Powerpuff Girls. This cartoon, like its protagonist, is full of sugar, spice, and everything nice about Cartoon Network. The show follows the eponymous trio of young girls created with superpowers, who frequently save their cities from villains and other disasters, when they aren't dealing with more mundane problems.
What's so funny?
Their childish naivete and their work as superheroes make them and their show a perfect distillation of our childhood innocence and our wish fulfillment.
Thanks for saving the day again, Buttercup. Yeah, you really rocked. Yeah, well, like I said, I owe it all to my blankie.
Plus, as one of the channel's early original hits, it's a show that's near and dear to the hearts of those who grew up with Cartoon Network.
Oh, it's so sad, I can't take it.
Number 6, Johnny Bravo. Another early Cartoon Network original, Johnny Bravo chronicles the life of the titular, overly macho wannabe ladies' man, whose failed attempts to impress women and his interactions with other characters form the bulk of the plots.
Hey, little mama, 1 kiss, $25. Okay, how about 2 kisses? Hey there, little Pop-Tart, how'd you like me to plant a big wet one on you? Or vice versa.
Thankfully, the show had more success than Johnny does with women, or karate, or basically anything else.
I'm an ocean of muscle, ebbing and flowing on the tide of studliness.
With its 50s aesthetic and a protagonist with the voice of Elvis and twice the swagger, Johnny Bravo is sure to bring older viewers back to another era, while younger ones will probably appreciate a time when censorship was a bit laxer on tongue-in-cheek humor for adults in kids' cartoons.
Troubled Teen Hotline. Your boyfriend left you? So, what are you wearing? Why?
Number 5, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Set in a world where children's imaginary friends are real, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends is set in the title locale, which is a foster home for imaginary beings whose creators have outgrown them.
Ow! What was that for? Something just licked my leg. Oh, so that automatically makes it me, just because I've got tongues for feet.
The series follows a young boy, Mac, who visits the home to spend time with his mischievous former imaginary friend, Blue, getting into various misadventures together along with the other residents.
His name is Blue Regard Q Kazoo, and you know it, Terrence.
Right, or Bluey, Blue the Blue Dude, El Bluderino, or hey, how about just Blue?
While the concept alone is nostalgic, the standard episode structure, which sees Blue or Mac get into trouble and then attempt to hide and or get out of it, is also something of a throwback to farces, which are relatively uncommon these days.
Yeah, sorry, Wilt.
No, I'm sorry.
Number 4, Courage the Cowardly Dog. This unusual series follows the eponymous Scaredy Dog and his attempts to save his oblivious elderly owners from assorted supernatural threats.
If you contact the dead for personal gain, there will be tragic consequences.
Just startle my dead brother and shut up.
Courage the Cowardly Dog is a surprisingly scary show, but that's part of what makes it stand out even among cartoons today, and that helps us look back at it fondly.
What have you done with Muriel?
She's here with us.
Courage, help me!
Whoops. That one slipped out.
You won't get away with this!
Not everyone likes being scared by their cartoons, but those that do will love Courage, as will those who have a love for horror and B sci-fi films, from which the show takes many of its visual and story cues.
Return the slab.
What?
Return the slab, or suffer my curse.
Number 3, Codename Kids Next Door. A kid-themed spy show isn't entirely original, but few shows take the concept as far as Codename Kids Next Door.
Status report, number 5.
As per Operation Cake, party guests evacuated, cake located, and party clown neutralized.
Following a group of 5 kid spies as they battle against villainous teens and adults, this show takes everyday worries and problems faced by kids like homework or cooties and turns them into evil schemes that the kids must foil.
Please, I don't know anything. I swear.
We've had it with you guys just driving on by when kids want ice cream.
You know what we want.
With its inventive premise that draws on the culture of being a kid, Codename Kids Next Door is sure to elicit nostalgia, even if you've had your memory erased.
All right, team, we may have found the last remaining member of the Kids Next Door, and he needs our help. Battle stations!
Number 2, Dexters Laboratory. The first big hit among original Cartoon Network shows, Dexter's Lab follows the titular boy genius, whose secret high-tech lab is both a refuge for him and a way for him to tackle problems, both great and small.
But be advised that you still haven't studied for your French test, and it's almost bedtime.
I told you some things are more important than French class, computer.
Possessing a distinctive and influential animation style, a small but memorable cast, and even having several shows within the show, Dexter's Laboratory paved the way for nearly every other cartoon on our list, which helps make it nearly the most nostalgic Cartoon Network show.
Only one hope left. We must send a message to the past. Stop this from happening. Threat.
Unfortunately, not all of us can relate to being a child prodigy, even if we wish we could have been.
Computer, which genius invention of mine shall I use to achieve the desired effect?
Well, I don't know, Dexter. You're the genius.
Nothing makes me nostalgic quite like the phrase omelette du fromage. Okay guys, before we reminisce about our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
I cannot believe Dad is really gonna throw out the chair.
Oh yes, well, Dad loves the chair. Did you ever sit in a chicken?
You kidding? Dad's never let nobody sit in the chair. Not even Mom.
Look, it doesn't matter how we got into this mess. We're in it, and we will get out of it. Together. Come on, we've got a city to save.
you nasty little woodland delinquent, I'll yank your teeth out. When I get my hands on you, I'll gouge your eyes out, stuff them up your nose, and I'll make you taller than me.
All right, carpe diem, dude.
What?
Carpe diem. It's Latin for seize the fish.
Right.
Why so glamito, chimito?
It's that stupid stalking class. They're always making me the prey.
No. Mango?
You're not listening! I want to be the predator for once.
Glad to see you finally embracing your lionhood, Adam.
Number 1, Ed, Ed, and Edie. Following the misadventures of 3 young boys with the same name, as well as their other neighborhood friends, Ed, Ed, and Edie is the most nostalgic show on Cartoon Network.
Hey, Edie! What's up?
Hi, Ed Double D! You guys make me laugh.
The animation and setting are so timeless, you could tell us it was made anytime between the 1940s and today, and we'd probably believe you.
Hey, you're gonna hurt somebody! This ain't a cartoon!
The interactions between the Eds and their fellow kids echo how real kids act, and the whole hanging out in a neighborhood premise is as nostalgic as it gets.
We race to the fermented cane outlet! What? Where? What did he say? Curse this mode of expression. How do you say? The candy store?
It doesn't hurt that it's currently Cartoon Network's longest running show either, which means more generations of kids and adults have nostalgia for it.
Where'd you come from?
Blame my parents, Eddie.
Okay, I'm on my way home right now to binge Ed, Ed, and Edie for sure. What'd you guys think of our list? Which shows bring you back to childhood? Let us know in the comments below and check out this video.